Good morning and welcome to a beautiful Thursday. And interestingly, as usual, on today's program, we'll be telling you what you need to know in the world of sport. There's one sport that's not making waves, but we dig deeper and we brought to you the sport that in the next 10 years, it's probably going to be one of the fast-growing sports in Nigeria. And it's interesting to know that an event is organized for this sport, and it's called cubing. A lot of people wonder what cubing is all about. You still see what cubing is on your screen right now. But before then, I want to introduce one athlete, a player of the sport, Felix Madubuko, who is an ardent follower of the sport. Good morning, Felix.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm Madubuko.
I also join a lot of Nigerians not to have perfect knowledge about cubing, and I'm sure that it's a sport you participate in so well. Tell us what cubing is all about.
Okay, so cubing is basically a puzzle. Yeah, this is a puzzle.
Okay.
You scramble it and then you try to just put the pieces together how it was. So there are bigger puzzles and there are smaller puzzles. So this is the standard 3x3 puzzle. Everybody should have seen this. So it's all about, the goal is solving the puzzle fast, very fast. So this is what a cube is. So the goal is solving it very fast, and then that's what we do.
Yeah, I'm sure that really makes so much logic to those that participate in it. Beyond the box, can you give us a trace of where the sport actually starts from, or the motivation or innovation behind this small box?
Oh, okay. So there was a man here. His name is Rubik. So he just invented the puzzle. He was just playing around, and then he invented it. And then for the most part of it, he couldn't solve it throughout his lifetime. Like, to bring it together, it had to take a lot of solving and mathematical algorithms. So that's what it's mainly all about, algorithms. So throughout his lifetime, he couldn't solve it. But there were after his time, some people took over the cube and then learned how to solve it, learned faster methods to solve it. And then to date, people have been trying to solve it, finding faster ways to solve it. And that's it.
I'm sure, like most sports, is it an individual sport or a team sport, or is it a sport you can play on your own? Because a lot of people still want to know what is the scores and what you have to do to earn yourself a point in this sport.
Oh, okay. So it's an individual sport. You just have to be the fastest in solving it. In whether it's this one, this is a bigger size. This is a 3x3, and then this is a 2x2. So this is a smaller size. I don't know if you can see it. So this is a smaller size. So anyone, you just have to be very fast at solving it. So yeah, that's a 3x3, and then this is a 2x2.
So now, to earn a point in this sport, what should I do? Should I just be faster than my opponent, or there's a time?
Be faster than every other person. Yeah.
And there's a time.
Be faster than your opponent.
Okay.
Like a 100-meter race. You all will be doing it. So whoever that comes out the fastest wins this solve, and then that's how you earn it point.
And that means that there's a time for both me and my opponents.
Yes, there's a time.
So now, what prompts you? What drive you to participate in this sport? Because a lot of people wonder what to probably drive them, or what kind of attribute or talent do I need to have to be able to play this sport?
Okay, so basically anybody can solve it. It's just that some people are more motivated than others. People that love algorithms, people that love mathematics mainly. People that love solving problems. There's some people like I've tried a lot. Like, there are lots of things I've tried, yeah, and then it's just so easy to solve. It's just so easy to do. But then when you hold a cube, the problems, like, it comes with a lot of like logic. It comes with a lot of reasoning. So like people that are mostly driven to like just keep solving, just keep like they love solving problems. They just love. You end up loving the Rubik's cube. Like it's a lot of mystery. It's a lot of mystery.
I know chess is a sport that has to do with analogical thinking. Does this also, is it similar to chess in terms of analytical thinking and problem solving, that you need to stay in front of the ball to solve a lot of problem? You have to think, you have to do a lot of mental thinking. Is it similar?
It's very similar to chess. I myself, I play chess a lot too. I play chess a lot too. So it's just people like that that love those type of strategic thinking. They would most likely be inclined to this sport, this cubing. It's like that, very, very much like that.
Okay, and I'm sure that how did it arrive in Nigeria, and how much of impact or awareness as it really got into Nigeria, and which part of Nigerians play this the most?
Oh, okay. So I guess it has been in Nigeria for a while. Like when I was in it was like 7 years ago, someone taught us how to solve a cube. That was in Lagos. But then if you check mostly online, the people that solve and then are like more public, there are some people in Kano State, mostly people in Kano State. So they solve it. And then I was even surprised myself to see people from Kano State solving the Rubik's Cube. So, but then it's also in Lagos. Like the most recent competition was in Lagos, and then the next one that's coming is in Lagos. So it's also in Lagos, and that's it. We are just like starting, but hopefully we'll get there, and then we'll get more awareness. People will know about us.
Okay, interesting. And I'm sure a lot of people know you're about to right now, because a lot of viewers across the globe probably will be watching you right now. Is there a specification, a dimension kind of cube? Because I know from the little mass, I know we have different dimension of cubes. Is the accessory expensive? Is it something that I can just go to the marketplace and get, or I have to have a specific dimension to get that one, or is that just the only one available for athletes to participate with?
Yeah, it's basically just like every other thing, just like a chessboard or something. You can see it somewhere and then choose to buy it. But then the more you get into the sport, you will see the use of buying ones that are better than like the other. You can see randomly at a store. But then when you get into it and then you want to move faster, you won't just get a basic plastic one to move faster. You have to get like, there are some slightly more expensive ones than the others that you use that basically help your speed, and then that's it. By the time you get into it, you would love it.
Okay. I'm sure that apart from you being an active athlete in this particular sport, how about awareness? In your group or the association you belong to that has to do with keeping, how about the awareness? How do you create this awareness to ensure that you are not just the only one, or just your friends that are participating in it? A lot of people participate. What role have you played in making sure that there's more awareness about this sport?
Oh, okay. So we just held first competition in like 4 years. Like we just held the first competition in 4 years. So we just put together the vlog, and then we uploaded it out there. But this one that's coming is going to be very big. So we just want to use that one. That's tomorrow, Friday. We want to use that one and then fire it out there. We are trying to make a lot of videos, trying to get a lot of sponsors. We are going to be out there very, very soon. Like in like next week. We'll be out there next week, and then you guys will see it.
Okay, I know, definitely. I look forward to you. But before I let you go, some sport earn income. You know, you have to, apart from passion, you earn income from a sport. Can we say this also can be a form of livelihood, or something we take on a part-time basis? What do you think of cubing? Is this something I can earn income as a form of livelihood from?
Oh, okay. It's just like it's like a hobby. Like people do dancing as a hobby. People do many other things as hobbies. People also play chess as a hobby. But then maybe it's like a part-time something you would do, and then maybe when competitions arise. But then content creators in almost every single hobby get paid. and then you can also be sponsored. So I'll say you should try and take it as a hobby, like chess or like dancing. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and I know it will come to a time where if stakeholders, professional bodies, and other the government get much involved, that it will, when there's more competition, then it will not be a form of extra income for those concerned.
Yeah.
So how do you combine what you do? You're still a student, I guess.
Yes.
So how do you combine what you do with this sport? Which of them is taking much of your time? Because it's obvious that you're passionate about cubing.
Oh, okay. The cubing, I just put I can say 2 hours a day into practice. Because I'm very passionate about it. Some people can just choose to put like an hour. Some people that are trying to learn new things can choose to put like 3 hours. So by the time after school, let's assume your school ends by around 3 or 4 o'clock. After school, you can rest, and then towards the evening, you can just pick up your cube and just keep solving, just keep practicing, learning new things. Depending on the hours of the day, depending on how motivated you are at that point in time, you can just choose to keep cubing 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day. It's just a hobby that you would always want to improve in. That's
okay. And lastly, I want you to encourage people out there. What are you going to tell them first to be part of this sport? What's the entire debate to make them fall in love with the sport?
Oh, okay. So cubing is a very, 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 very practical thing. Like, I know people like to show off, yeah? Even knowing how to solve the cube is enough reason to want to, because like I can give you this cube now and I can tell you like 5K to solve it. I know you won't be able to solve it because it takes a lot of logical thinking to solve it. And then it also improves your mind, your problem solving skills. Trust me, it does. So you will want to know how to do things better, like puzzles. When I see people holding puzzles and they don't know how to get around it, these things help your problem solving skills. And then the ultimate goal, who is the fastest? Like, there are people that keep struggling. Like, till now, I'm still struggling to get like 10-second times. So, and then, but there are some other people. So I'm struggling to like get better than them. I want to get 10-second time, 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. So who is the fastest? Like, if amongst a group of people, you are like the fastest, it gives you a lot of hype and recognition, to be the fastest in something. So that's it, the drive, and then it helps your mind, helps you.
Thank you very much, Felix, for being part of today's program. Hopefully, you, for subsequent programs, you'll be part of the show to tell us more about the sport.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, we all think, how fast can you think? I think that's the new sport when it comes to cubing. We all think, but how fast can you think? If you're in the mix of a group of people and you have to solve a problem, we all know the answers to the problem, but who comes first in solving the problem? I think that's basically what cubing is about.